Upshot accounts have a media library enabling users to upload images, videos, and documents of a large variety of different file types. This can be a useful way of storing and organizing pictures from your sessions, documents needed for the facilitation of your projects, such as consent forms or incident reports, or case studies that you have produced using other media files and data from your account. Media can be uploaded centrally via the Evidence tab and by selecting Add Media. Here, users can either drag and drop files into the upload area, or choose a file from the device by clicking on Choose from your computer. The maximum file size for each individual media file is 500 megabytes, which should allow for most documents and photos as well as some videos, depending on their size. However, the media library storage is unlimited for each account for files up to this size. Multiple media files can be selected and uploaded in one go. Along with uploading files, users also have the ability to add web links to an account's media library, which can be a good way of storing useful links or collating website articles about your programs. Once a file or website is chosen, it is always recommended to name the media item with a name that will make sense to the other users on the account. This is particularly relevant for photos to help let users know what the file contains when searching through your media library. Users can also specify the source of a media file as well as tag the file, which can have many different use cases for locating items within your library later. For organizations who are linked to a funding organization through Upshot, there is a private box to prevent the media being uploaded from being shared to the funding organization's account. There is also the ability to restrict a media file to only be viewable by specified users within the account. Media can be restricted to multiple users. After choosing these details, users can then make associations to the media file or files they are uploading. It is always recommended to make the relevant associations to your media files for a number of reasons. Associations will help to find the relevant files by searching either within the media library or by displaying them in the relevant places throughout the account. Associations will also allow media files to be referenced in their relevant project or attendee reports. Finally, attendee associations will interact with the function of the media library and the media consent field on an attendee profile, allowing you to share media files with those who have consented to share their media, but blocking this for those who have not provided the relevant permission. Media can be associated to an individual or to multiple attendees, to the relevant project or projects, and other fields relating to the session that the file might be associated with, as well as your measured and evidence indicators and outcomes. Once all necessary associations have been made, you can then upload the file to the media library. In the media library itself, we can then see the title of the files and a notepad containing information about who uploaded the file and its associations, and the date the file was uploaded. If a file is associated with an attendee who has not provided consent for media containing themselves to be shared, the file will have a red exclamation mark showing that sharing is prohibited. For those files where attendees have provided consent, or there are no attendee associations, a share button will be viewable and provide a shareable link. If multiple attendees are associated with the same file, all attendees need to have provided consent for the file to be shareable. If a file has been restricted to your user, an I symbol will show that you have access to this restricted file. If you don't have access to a restricted file, you will not be able to click on the media item, and a line will be struck through the I symbol showing you that you no longer have access to this file. On the right hand side of the page, it is then possible to search by either the title, the date that a file was uploaded, the tags associated to the file, or any of the other associations made to that file. This can make it much easier to find the files that you're interested in when you begin to have a lot of files within your media library. Media can be uploaded to the media library from across the account, and you will find references to the media alongside locations in the account, activities, sessions, and on attendee profiles, among other areas. Uploading media from these places directly has the benefit of automatically attributing any of the relevant associations to the file. Files associated with these aspects are also accessible when viewing the attendee, register, and so on associated with the file.